So it's been a long time coming, but Bellator Europe is back. Fight week is back. You're here now. Just tell us how you feel.
I'm feeling great. I was looking forward to this fight for a very long time. I could say even more than a year. I asked his name for a few times. Well, look, Sander came early, finally.
And it's been a long lockdown period. Just tell us how it's been for you, what you've been doing to keep yourself busy and fresh and fit mentally and physically.
I've just been training the whole year out. I've been driving down to Spain 2 times. Even though when I was in Spain, I was training. I came back to Holland, was training straight away. So I'm not going to complain. He's going to have me at 100%.
You and Fabian have both had recent wins over Mike Shipman. Is there anything you've learned from your fight with Mike and Fabian's fight with Mike to take into Saturday?
Yeah. You guys will see on Saturday.
All right, we'll open it up. Santiago.
Costello, greetings from Amsterdam. We spoke to each other in London after you dominantly finished Mike Shipman. That same Mike Shipman gave Fabian problems for 3 rounds and took it to the judges' scorecard. Do you take anything away from that, or is this just a new fight and you're going into it with a clear mind?
Nah, this is going to be a new fight with a different game plan and a new fight. It's going to be a total different level. I'm going to be a different person, so he's probably been studying me as well. But it's going to be a different fight for both, probably. But for me, on my side, it's going to be definitely different.
So within 1 month, you and Gegard Mousasi are going to headline a Bellator card. So there's a lot of enthusiasm and hype about this in Holland. Did you feel that as well?
Yeah. I think there's more hype now than ever before in Holland, to be honest. But that's good, you know. Holland's growing by the year. Every year, there's more hype into MMA, so that's great.
Yeah, no, you are somebody that stands your ground. So Fabian is known for getting physical during the weigh-in stare downs. How are you going to react to this?
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see how I react and how far he goes.
All right, last thing for me, and thank you so much for the time. How important would it be for you to bring a Bellator event to Holland next year?
Oh, that would be awesome. Hey, it's just fighting in your back garden. It's fighting at home. You don't need to do traveling or anything. Oh, even though fighting in Italy is not much of a travel. But it'll be really great. I'll have a lot of people coming down as well.
Dankjewel, Costello. De groet uit Amsterdam en succes op zaterdagavond.
Dankjewel, broer.
Costello, thanks for your time, buddy. Just a quick one. The beef between yourself and Fabian, how real is that? We know we slid under the DMs after the Shipman fight, but is there an actual anger there, beef surrounding this fight, or is it just all for the show?
Nah, I think from my part, there is beef. Like, he's the one I wanted to fight for a long time because of his attitude. He's got a very cocky, stupid attitude. And I believe his part is probably fake because he does it with everybody. So, yeah, nah, it is real. But, yeah, it's real.
Cool. And then just, if you manage to beat Fabian on Saturday night, where's the next step? Is the rematch with John, is that something you would consider, or would you like to move further along the line?
No, after I beat Fabian, I'll definitely fight John Soler again. I don't know if he's up for it, but I don't mind, actually. I'll fight anybody after this fight, whenever. As long as I'm healthy, I'll just say yes to everything.
Cool. Thank you very much, buddy, for the
fight John Soler next, because, yeah, I don't believe we finished this fight. It was like, could have gone both ways. And if it was championship rounds, we'll probably have ended differently.
Hi, Costello, it's Gareth. I think they've unmuted me. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hi, man. How are you?
I'm fine. Man.
I'm going to confess. I'm going to confess now. I'm in the hotel as well, and I didn't recognize you in the lift just now.
I saw you in the lift.
You look big, by the way. You look big. Are you on weight?
Yeah, I'm on weight. Since it's training camp, I'm heavier than normal. So I gained a little bit more than other fights, but I'm going to be on weight, definitely 100% sure.
You talked about the rematch with John Salter. Let's say that you do a number on Fabian and looks spectacular and it goes around the world with a knockout, clean knockout or whatever it be, or a submission on Saturday night. And they offer you a shot at the middleweight title and Gegard beats Lima. What do you do?
I'd say give me the second. No, I'm not gonna fight Gegard. He's been helping me so much since the last 5 years I've been training with him. He's helping me in every way, lifestyle, training style, everything. So I can't fight a guy that helps me with achieving my dreams. I can't do that. I can't do that.
It's very interesting, isn't it? How Liz Carmouche and Alima Leigh McFarlane may fight, and their teammates, and they may fight for the belt, but it's so much harder for men to do it than women potentially.
Yeah, that is actually true. I mean, of course, there are people from the same gym that fight each other, like Kamaru Usman and Gilbert are going to fight. But I don't know. I think our team is so small that we like to just achieve everything with our team, and not fight each other.
Yeah, I suppose it's like if you do that, it's almost like forcing a divorce in the family, isn't it? You know?
Yeah. You need to pick your trainers, and your trainers need to pick who are they going to coach. You know?
Yeah. I've got a couple of other little questions that I don't know the answer to. Where did you pick the name The Spaniard?
Oh, I didn't pick it. My trainer Ricardo gave it to me with the first amateur fight I did for him when I moved down to the Netherlands.
And why The Spaniard?
Well, loads of people think because I'm grown up in Spain. I've been living in Spain for 18 years, and then I moved down, especially for MMA, to reach the top. But he gave me the nickname from in the first amateur fight. I gave a front kick, and it was a really interesting fight. And he says, "All right, this is from the movie from the Gladiator." So I'm going to
that's what I wondered if it was that. Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, brilliant. When you talked just now about you said with Fabian Edwards, and I think this is a brilliant matchup, by the way, and I cannot wait to see this fight because I think you've both got great styles, and I think you're slightly quicker, and I think you're going to force the pace in this fight. That's what. Yeah, look, I'm right. I know. I can. No, but when I see your silhouettes moving, he's going to have to work because you make people work. So
I am going to make him work. I am.
You said from me there is a beef. His attitude, he has a cocky, stupid attitude, and he has that stance before every fight where he takes that view. Do you have to remove the emotion a little bit this week as well and stay unemotional because we are all very close quarters in the hotel together?
Yeah, I mean, I've seen him a few times down at the lobby, and he's trying to act cool. He just stares at me and says, "I'm going to kill you. I can't wait for Saturday." I'm like, "Yeah, whatever. Good. We can do it now if you want." He walks past, keeps on staring. It's being, yeah, of course, he wants to try and intimidate me, but it's not going to intimidate. I'm just trying to keep my focus and keep it cool, you know? Because against John Salter, I remember I was fighting emotional. I had some stuff, and then I remember I was punching him, and then my ears closed and my eyes got blacked out and just totally focused. And then I didn't hear my team, my cornerman. This time I've trained on it, and I'll be really smart on this. No emotions at all, just game plan.
Two more things from me. It's going to be a pretty obvious answer from you on this one, but who wins out of Lima and Mousasi for the vacant middleweight title, and why?
Mousasi. No, Gegard will win because Lima's coming up a division. You know, it's of course you can't underestimate him because he's a fucking good fighter, but Mousasi's been in the game for so long and he's cutting weight. He has to cut weight to reach middleweight, and Lima has to put on weight to reach middleweight. So that's already a big advantage, you know. And of course they sparred a few years back then, and it was quite. You could see Garrett said that was easy, and it wasn't really much of a. Was that it? You know, Lima wasn't in his good form. He wasn't on stamina and that, but still, it was like not an even matchup.
And finally, presumably you want to win as well on Saturday night, not just to quash the beef with Fabian, but to enhance your status in the middleweight division, because obviously you are probably only 1, 2, 3 fights away from fighting for the title. But you must want to win so that you can potentially headline a European series. I think it'll be next year now in Holland. I know this was a similar question to earlier, but that must be one of the motivating factors as well.
Yeah, definitely. It motivates me a lot to fight in Holland and just headline the fight. That would be, yeah, that's a dream come true. I believe there will be so many people coming down, not even just from the Holland and Netherlands. I mean, like I said before, I was living in Spain for 18 years, and I got friends coming over a lot, flying down to Holland just as tourists, you know. And they all say, whenever you fight in Europe and there's people allowed to come in, like without the COVID stuff happening, they're all coming down, and it's going to be loads of people coming watching.
Final one from me, actually. You mentioned lockdown. What's the biggest single thing that you've learned about yourself in the last 6 months?
Oh, getting my calm.
Yeah.
Being calm, being down in earth, you know, just relax and just concentration, having good concentration. Yeah.
Thanks, bud. See you later. Thank you.
Thank you, man. Good speaking to you.
Tudor Leonte?
Hello, sir. I wanted to ask you if you could please elaborate what did it go wrong in your last fight, the one against John Salter?
John, so what I did wrong over there, I was fighting. I was fighting with emotions that night. And what happened was we were sticking to the game plan. The first 30 seconds was great. And then after he was going to come in, I hit him with the right hand straight. And that's when I saw fear in his eyes. And exactly when I saw fear in his eyes, it gave me like, I don't know, I thought I had some superpowers or something. But it put my eyes on vision, it closed my ears, and I came in with a flying knee. That was a no-go against John Sauter because he's a really good wrestler. Well, at the end, I did that, and I landed on my back. If you see the fights, all the times that I was landing on my back, it was because I was jumping with a flying knee or I was doing something stupid. The times that he tried to pull me down to the floor, I actually defend that. So hopefully I could have a crack at John Sauter in the future again and make up to my mistakes.
What are some major changes you had to make in training camp given the ongoing COVID-19 emergency?
Not much of a change. I mean, at the beginning, I was going down to Spain to get some good training done because back in the Netherlands, we couldn't really train and the weather is really crappy over there. It's always raining. So when the sun was shining, we'd train outside, but we also had to be 2 meters apart from each other. So my brother and I drove back down to Spain. We were living there in the forest. It's always nice weather and people we secretly meet up with friends and people that train, and we just had some training done. Then we drove back to Holland. We were training a lot in Musasi's gym and at the same places where we always train, to be honest.
You obviously have studied your next opponent, but I want to ask you, what makes you believe you will be the first man to inflict a defeat to Edwards?
Because of my style. I believe of my power and my will and my style. I'll be the first man to defeat this guy in a brutally bad way.
Thank you very much, sir. Best of luck.
Thank you very much.